This is the end of your Phone is Evil series. This is the redemption. This is the redemption section. Yeah, your phone is evil. Who gives a shit? That's in the past. We learned the phone is evil. We know its machinations, but now it's time for deliverance. Now, here's how it happens. Do you think I know? I am not the architect of deliverance. I am but a servant. Now, behold. Well, let me show you what we see here, and I'll explain why it might be important. Do I ultimately know? I have no clue. But I got a really strong, sensational blast that I normally get of. Let me continue on before I get too sidetracked. I've got a body mechanism that sets me alert. It's easy to fucking share. I'll do that after I get to where I'm going with it. All right, you see how this is? You see this image that I used for the part 2 of this video? Or the beginning of it was the, let me show you this. This is something I discovered on the way. That is, what is her name? Saint Catherine of the Wheel. Lady's got a wheel in her hand. You're like, what's this lady doing with this wheel? What's this 1600s lady doing with this wooden wheel? Is it a wagon's wheel? Does she repair the wagon? No. No, I'm not going to spoil it for you. I'm not gonna do that. This is the third video. This is the redemption. The redemption is real. It's more funny, actually, overall than any other thing so far. It's got some hilariousness going on. I can't even get to where I was at because I can't stop. You can't stop. No, you won't stop. Yeah. What? Yeah.
Hey,
both.
but look, Kelly, look. Right there where your mouth is
Now,
is where it says
since I've
your
hit
phone
this
is evil,
button,
and it's as if you're telling
which,
me because you
began
know
screen
it,
recorder.
and I
All right,
accept
here,
that
I'm
you know
almost
it
there.
because of your quilting skills.
You see how
They have bumped out a level of the phone's
Watch me.
intrusion into your mind because it's a wholesome and necessary skill.
Nah,
I just know that's
this
right.
is safety.
I'm gonna
This
say
is home
it.
base. What was my point? This is Kells. Kells and me. Kelly. You could say Kells, short for Kells. I'm pretty sure she knows this herself, and her name is Kelly. Her handle, I bring it every day. She does. She makes these videos every single day. She does quilting. A lot of people do quilting. Hell, my grandma did it. My grandma could probably understand everything she's talking about when she be doing it. It's a very good. If you do arts and crafts type of anything, and this is a more common thing that is necessary. I say necessary because you wear clothes, right? Yes, you do. Now, your grandmother, my grandmother, not my mom, but my grandmother made clothing and was pretty damn good at it because she could just make some fucking items of clothes, and that's a fucking skill. You don't just have that. Somebody's got to teach you how to do that. You got to have some fundamental base knowledge to do it. So I'm telling that to Kelly. Kelly's got it. I see she's doing it. So I know she's got that. Am I interested in doing quilt and stuff like that? Not as much as I'm not going to say I'm completely disinterested. When you listen, and if you've had to deal with anything with rope, cord, uh, the sails on the boat, learn the ropes. There's certain knots and shit that are involved with that they're very technical. You could get in a wreck if you didn't know your shit, and you're dealing with stuff like that. And you have to know it. You can't fake it to make it with that shit. You gotta, if you're gonna make a knot, or you're gonna repair a rope that's supposed to stop a ship or a boat, like a towboat, you don't do it right, that motherfucker snaps because you didn't do it right. And then your boat crashes into something instead of is able to dock properly. You know, there's all kinds of areas where this does apply. You don't think about it before you get there and you recognize the technology element of it, but it definitely plays a role. Kells looks like she's got an accordion, and it's her quilt. She's holding it up, but the sections from my perspective, makes it look like she's got a accordion. And then with my imagination, I just start seeing her play the accordion, and it's quite a hilarious sight. It's quite a hilarious sight. And you've heard accordion music. I've never heard accordion music that I really liked. I'm going to be totally honest. But there is an ethereal nature to the accordion music coming out of her accordion because, number one, it's not an accordion, it's a fucking quilt. Number two, it is my mind and my perception that is mixing all this together like some fucking weirdo DJ on some sort of electronic drug. Let's call it YouTube, that I'm sharing with my friends. Now, I no longer feel like I'm in the domain of the evil phone anymore. All the evil the phone could do, it is done during the day, even bringing a beautiful porcelain lady message from where'd she say she was from? Singapore. Yes, Singapore. I failed to put the picture of her that she sent me in the video, and immediately I knew. I was like, oh shit, this is one of those robots. But I got a text when I deleted the wrong number added to sister's number, because she tried to phone call me with one of those weird, there's no redemption down this pathway. Oh, I'm turning around. Never mind. We're going to the redemption path. So, is she making another accordion? I don't know. I'm not trying to put you on blast, Kels. I just want to say that Kels always gives me thumbs up on my video. She tells me good things. She might say something small like she did in this one. Very supportive, and I appreciate it. And I'm supportive of her too. I listen to some of the videos she makes. I don't always listen to everything all the way through. But you know what? I don't expect everyone to listen to everything that I make all the way through. Some things I expect to grab you. And some people get grabbed like that and they listen and they become longtime subscribers. I appreciate those people. And I also appreciate the people that just like to see that I put a bubble up and with a video, and that might tell them that I'm alive. And how an important thing that is in my life when other people do that for me. So I just want to bring that back. That's where the redemption is. Didn't expect it, but I'm going to call it like I see it, because with all the weird stuff that people have been saying lately about, it's really the election. The election with all the bullshit yelling of racism and all this stuff. I got pissed off every time I heard someone called a racist, not because I didn't believe there were racists, but I think that they were using the word and causing us all humans a little more distortion and problem by just throwing it out there and it not being really the reason that they were saying. I've been offended by that for a long time, because I don't think any less of anybody because they have dark skin. And I think that's absurd to think that if you were to. I have a real distaste for the KKK and the Nazis. And, I've even tried to be, what do you call it? Neutral or something when having to experience any of that shit. And at the end, I can't, it really bothers my stomach. My stomach gets churning upside down at the immediate actual introduction of white supremacy, because they have the Klan. Shit, there's areas where you can experience it. Skinheads, a bunch of Nazis that they'd start talking about. That stuff makes me sick. I don't mean I'm saying it quote unquote sick. I feel it in my body, and I want to get the fuck away. If that's not a good sign, I don't know what is. But I don't think that. I don't think that way, and I think that this person probably sees that I've made a video and that I'm alive. May not always watch everything that I put out because it's ridiculous. to some degree, but also isn't offended. And that makes me feel good, because I also don't want to be offensive. And I'm not the type of person to get tangled into that. I got through that shit, I think, when I was 12, like most other humans that just have to deal with their own biological early checklist. I had a family. I had to eat dinner. You have that. If you're going to be a racist, you're a different child, and probably a racist child already at that point. And those kids, if you're not racist, you don't want to be around racism and people that talk like that and are that way. You don't. I don't know why this topic came up. Oh, because we're different. We're different. I think Kelly's got a white husband. I don't know. Damn, I feel like a horrible, I don't know. If I don't actually meet people and solidify my memories, all my experience blurs into something that's like a TV show, that's like or a dream. And sometimes I don't remember. Maybe that's what old age is. I'm not sure. I'm sure we'll find out on the way to redemption. But yeah, your phone's evil. Don't let it best you. Find the way to best it. There's one defining act. And maybe for me, it's this video, because that's what it's going to be. This is where I absolve the question of the evil phone and take it to its final conclusion, which I don't feel like I'm at all subject to its whims anymore. Plus, the Spirit told me, as I'm going to share with you, this is for real. This happened to me a couple years ago, maybe 10. The same voice that tells me the stuff I need to know since I was a kid, it out of the blue said, if you're ever afraid of the computer, the robots, artificial intelligence, all you need to do is say algorithm 7, because you, the created being, have the power of the word, and I have given that to you. And because it is an area where you already show some concern and possible fear, I'm going to dispel that fear right now and tell you what to do. That's what I got. Is algorithm 7 a thing? I don't think it matters. If you say algorithm 7 and you have the power of the word, then you have said it, and you need not worry, because already somehow the machines have the receptacle for that code. All you got to do is try it. I've done it. It's since worked. It's a past event for me. But for me, that was the answer. Will it answer something for you? I'm not sure. But it is a free gift. We'll call that what I put in the description. I'll just write algorithm 7. Maybe somebody can do some research and find out if there's something, because I'm not going to do it. I'm not. There are certain veils you leave on the world for reasons that you need not know. And then there are others, of course. But for this, it's a simple, I need not know. And maybe that's how it works. I'm not sure. I posit that it is a mechanism for having workings going on of other natures. In other ways you could do something like that and power something. That's how magic works. Anyway, have a nice day.